If you're anything like me, one of the best parts of vacation is wearing some awesome outfits on your vacation. But whether you're excited about fashion or packing is stressing you out, I'm here to help you with your carry-on to Greece. Hey, I'm Finn. I'm one of the co-founders here at Trip Travel Gear and currently in Santorini. We've been island hopping around for a few weeks and everything I have is all in this carry-on and I'm here to show you how. On this trip specifically, it was so important to us to each be in a carry-on because we're moving around so much taking the ferries, and this ended up being perfect with, of course, the teal packing cube set because this color is just so Greece. So in this video, I'm gonna show you every single thing that is in this bag that fit inside the 6-piece regular size teal packing cube set and in the toiletry bag set, which includes my jewelry and other accessories and makeup. First of all, I'm wearing my travel outfit, and this I've now worn on the plane and all of the ferry rides. It is a comfortable, casual, but still attractive looking pant. It's actually a sweatpant, but it just looks nice. And a neutral tank top and a linen jacket. Paired with my travel outfit is my largest pair of shoes that I have on the trip. By wearing the largest pair of shoes on the travel day, that allows me to have more space in the luggage because, of course, these take up so much space. And on this trip, I'm using the laundry bag for 2 sandals that I have with me. So I've got tennis shoes here, and then I have a tan pair of sandals that are kind of my more casual look that I've been using, and then I have a black and gold pair of strappy sandals. The 2 largest packing cubes that I have on this trip, one of the things I think I did best, now I'm able to review how I packed for this trip, is by separating a whole whites outfit bag and a blacks outfit bag. And then I have these neutral items in the middle to pair and then accessorize with different jewelry pieces. So because we're in Greece, let's start with the whites. With my white bathing suit and outfit, I have, drum roll please, the quintessential white flowy Greece dress. Yes, I look like every other girl walking around here, but I think that that's part of a Greek island trip, is to walk around in a white flowy dress. So having this has been a bathing suit cover-up, it's been an evening to dinner, it's been a lot of things. So I'm assuming you're probably going to have something similar. On top of that, I also have then a white kimono. Yes, so Greece. The issue if you were only looking at bathing suit cover-ups and only considering a kimono is that you still need to pack an entire outfit if you wanted to wear this with clothes and not just a bathing suit. So if there was any item that I needed to remove out of the bag, the kimono has much less functionality than both a cover-up / dress. So think about that when you're shopping. Another thing I think about when shopping, when I need to be carry-on friendly, is how small the clothes can actually get. So there were lots of white dresses that I saw more lacy, or I'd say more like boho farm, that were physically larger. This is a little bit more silky, lightweight, and now look at how small it is in my hands. So that was so important when I was shopping, that it had to be physically small. Matching in with a few of these outfits, I have a button-up white shirt. Mine is dirty. Bring a clean white shirt, and it could be long sleeve, short sleeve. Oversized is great to add a belt in this capsule wardrobe. I've also used this as a sun cover-up, so this has multi-function. I then have a champagne colored silky top. I love silky because that means that it's also very, very small. My last casual white top has been my go-to for going around on the ferries during the day. It's covering my shoulders, which is nice for sun protection, and it ties up in the front, and again, it is small and can fit. So all these items are going into my white bag. They can all intermix and can pair nicely with a bathing suit and or jean shorts, which you will see later. The second large packing cube is the black one. The first item is a black dress that I shopped around for and was excited to find another physically small one. This hugs the body, but it's just lightweight cotton, and so it's easy to pair with tennis shoes. Can be used as a beach cover up, but I've also dressed this up with jewelry and worn this as like a fancy black dress out. So that the little black dress really is as versatile as you think it would be. Also in the black bag, just that classy black one-piece bathing suit. And what I think is even working in our favor now, ladies, is how bodysuits are so in now? I've just been using my black one-piece bathing suit tucked into shorts or a skirt, and this is a super plunge neckline, and all of a sudden I look like I have this fancy outfit, but it's really also my bathing suit during the day, so whoop, yay for versatility. There's my black bathing suit, and I can pair that in with a black pair of shorts. I've been liking this with that champagne top that I saw, or also paired with a cropped black tank top. So I can go all black, I can go black champagne, black obviously with any of the white options, black with the plunge bathing suit, the list goes on. And then of course throwing the blazer over any of that, really easy dinner attire, but also not too fancy to walk around during the day in. I did also bring a black kimono. This was kind of overkill, probably didn't need both, but I'm so fair-skinned, the sun is really a huge issue for me, so anytime I can cover my shoulders. I have a flowy black skirt in here as well that paired with a black top ends up kind of looking like a dress. We're traveling through Paris on the way back, and I know I'm gonna wear this even more than I have worn it on this trip so far. Then finishing out one side of the suitcase, I have the tube cube, which in here, I have a lot of the accessories that are making those outfits what they are. So for example, I have one headscarf bandana that I'm wearing with a lot of my black items. I have one headscarf bandana that I can tie at the end of a braid. I can wear around my head. I've used also as a belt for all my white items. I have one belt with me. This light color tan with the gold medal on it is working great for my black items and my white items. And then I have one last scrunchy hair tie bow thing that's just adding that extra element into all of my outfits. I don't always, but on this trip I did bring one chunky piece of jewelry. This has been really easy to throw over that white flowy dress, also with my black dress out. And honestly, if I was wearing this with a bathing suit at a fancy kind of beach club, nobody would even blink an eye. So this is my fun little Greek chunky jewelry item. Honestly, if I just had that with me, that's only half of this carry-on, and I would survive. There are still 2 medium-sized cubes in the set, but this cube was really important to me. In this cube, I have my in-between outfit. First of all, a bathing suit. It's cute, but it does what it's supposed to do. I can jump off cliffs with this, I can go on the kayak tour, I can dive into the pool. This is form and function. And similarly with the clothing items, I then have a pair of jean shorts, which I know a lot of packing videos tell you not to bring jeans, but if you wear them at home, you'll want to wear them on vacation. And we just did a load of laundry in the middle, and it wasn't the end of the world, for drying time because it's such a heavy fabric. I'm so glad I have this, and I have a graphic tank as well. So this as an outfit was really easy to put on to kind of go to more of like a rugged beach on the back of a scooter. And I could have also worn this on the ferry as well, but I usually like to be a little bit more dressed up and comfortable when I'm traveling. And then the last medium-sized cube are all of my undergarments and pajamas in here. I have some bralettes in here also that I'm also using as tops. And that's what's in here. Now that you're becoming a packing expert, you already know from the beginning of the video to put your heavy items at the bottom so your bag isn't tipping over when you're standing at the airport. It's also important, I think, to pack toiletries first. So not only are they heavy and they're gonna go at the bottom like we just discussed, they take up more room than you think because this is so this is a quarter of the entire suitcase, half of this size. I'm using our toiletry bag set, of course, and it is quite small, but all of a sudden you throw it in here and then you can always be adding more clothes, but toiletries is kind of like you need what you need. So that's why we always recommend starting packing toiletries first, put them in your bag, and then fill up the rest with clothes. In this set, in our toiletry hanging bag, I did take the bottom, there's another third piece that I took off. The set comes with all of these three. So it comes 1, 2, in which my blush just exploded. We can talk about that in a minute. And it comes with another tube cube that I have things like my curling iron in, and I'll show you everything in here. So first, in the hanging bag, I have all of my makeup up front at top. It's long enough to fit things like my foundation and makeup brushes, for example. That's all up at the top, and then down below, this big pocket down here, I have big things like a big powder and larger palettes, like this one that just exploded. And I like this pocket because you can access this from the back as well when the toiletry bag is all zipped up. This is built out of a mesh material, and so it's stretchy. You can kind of keep shoving things in there until it doesn't fit anymore. And the two small front mesh pockets, I have additional jewelry. I showed you my chunky one earlier, and in here I have smaller items like rings and earrings. I have some hair ties in there as well. And in this one, you know, one of my favorite toiletry travel hacks is I buy the little tiny perfume samplers, and I have that in here. So again, that's all in the hanging toiletry bag, which also comes with a 311. So this is just the airport 311. It is not pink. Pink is my blush color that exploded, and I have all of my skincare. I have nail polish in here. I have a really big deodorant. You can fit a toothbrush in here, which I'm glad wasn't in here because now it would be pink, but you know, I have like a big deodorant. So that's all inside there, and the set also comes with this tube cube, which I'm using in the other set, as you saw earlier, for some accessories, but in here I have things like my retainer for nighttime. I have my sunglasses. I have a travel curling iron. This is tall enough for a regular size if you don't have a travel all the time. And I have a hairbrush. And that wraps up everything in this suitcase. Let's show you, just for the drum roll. Ta-da! You of course can grab any of these products in the links below. You also can pick up a teal packing cube set in our XL if you're like, girl, there's no way. These come in the larger size, which would be better for maybe a checked bag. If you're excited about more Greece inspiration, head over to our travel channel, Tim and Finn. You can check out different things to do here in Greece, where all of our travel vlogs live. We'll see you over there.